Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another vlog. So today we are actually getting ready to, we're sitting here at the computer because we're getting ready to have a call with our consultant. So if you saw our last video, we are active clients, and y'all saw that we had presented to a expecting mom that same day. That same day we became active. We saw our first case come through the email and we talked about it.
It was like roller coaster high, yay, ho, whoa,
yeah.
Heavy, all of a sudden.
Yeah, it got really heavy fast. I mean, reading people's stories, and it's just, there's a lot of weight to all of it. There's a lot. So we decided to present, and then we finally heard back. It was actually last night, but I was asleep. So it was this morning, running a few minutes behind. Okay, she's running a few minutes behind. But I was asleep already, so I didn't get the email until like 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and had an email saying, like, you know, you weren't chosen. They worded a lot nicer than that, but that's the gist of it. So that first no, that's kind of like, there's a sting with it.
Well, of course, yeah. Nobody likes being rejected, I think, at the end of the day, and that's what it is. It's a form of rejection, but at the end of the day, God's plan will work out. I mean, that's
well, and it's that the thing is that it's like it's very easy in this process to make it all about us, to make it all about, oh well, we're sad that we didn't get chosen. At the end of the day, this process is actually very little to do with us, and that this is a woman who's making a very difficult choice, and a brave one, and one that she, you know, needs to give a lot of thought and consideration to, and we don't have any idea why, you know what I mean? And it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, whatever she felt was the right family for her baby is the family that she should choose. And so, yeah, I mean, of course, did we want it to be us? Sure. But whatever reason she had for it not being us were hers, and totally her decision to make. So it's just kind of one of those things that I find myself having to stop and say, you know, I think in my flesh and humanness is like, don't make this about you. This isn't about you. Don't let your feelings be hurt by this, because it's not about you. So that's just kind of where I'm at right now.
You choose to rejoice in the fact that there's a new baby that's gonna have a family.
Yeah, and that baby's supposed to be being born today. So, you know, I'm of course going to be thinking about her and the baby and the family all day today, because that baby's being born today. So I wish, that's the only thing is like, I'm such a, like, I get so invested in people and in their stories and everything that I wish that I had some way to like follow up and know what happens, you know, all that stuff. So anyways, I have to let it go and move on. We actually last night got a couple more cases to consider and present to. So I think that we have kind of decided, because just of the nature of it, we're not going to tell, like, we're not going to post or talk about every single time we present. Right? Like, I don't think that that's, because that at some point, like, we have to present and then we have to let it go while we wait for an answer. And for us to let it go means we can't like constantly be going back and forth with people, like our friends and stuff on the internet of like, did you hear anything? Did you hear anything?
It's tough
like,
enough, I think, to keep track of everything within like our
within our lives,
our immediate stuff, let alone having to feeling the need to share about each one of them. I think it would get really confusing really fast, because there's a lot of highs and a lot of lows,
and also for like privacy reasons too, you know. So we're going to continue to share with you guys this journey as much as possible. I'm just saying, like, you know, we've already said yes to presenting again, so that will probably happen more. I don't think we're gonna, especially because we're not daily vloggers, so it's not like, if we were daily vloggers, then it might be easier to kind of keep on top of sharing every time, but since we're not, it would just be too confusing. I will say that if you guys want to keep up with the day-to-day, you should be following us on Instagram, because that's where everything is happening, like in the minute, in the moment, as much as possible.
Real time.
Yeah, it's very real time, because sometimes our vlogs lag a week or more behind. So it's very real time if you want to keep up with us. And obviously, like, as we actually walk out, like once we're matched and it's time to travel and stuff like that, like that stuff's not going to make it here to YouTube for a little bit. Like, we're going to be taking care of things. Yeah, and privacy and signing. There's all kinds of things that have to take place before we can even share or talk about too much. So everything that we can be will be on Instagram first, and then here as soon as we can get videos up. So I just want to remind you of that. If you're not already following us on Instagram, you might want to do that if you want to keep up with the the more nitty gritty of everything. So hold on, that's our consultant texting me right now, letting me know that she's running a few minutes behind. So we are going to, we are working on getting the twins' room situated. We got them a bed, a bigger bed. I'll talk about that a little bit, but we got to see if we can find a mattress because the bed came yesterday, and so we have to put it together. Gotta love IKEA. So we still have to put it together, and then we need to get a mattress, and I already got them a blanket and everything, so we need to get all that set up. I really need to like get my life together. I've just been like chilling out in PJs, but it actually feels really good because I do get dressed most days. So some days I just like to hang in my jamblies. But I just got off the call with our consultant. It went awesome, so much better than I could have expected. She was very reassuring, and it was just really nice to talk to somebody who gets it, like the emotions and kind of everything that we're going through right now. So, all right, so we're gonna get to work on the twins' room. I'm probably gonna stay in this attire all day because why not? Hot? Yeah? That stove is hot? Oh, are you gonna blow on it? Hello, buddy. Are you gonna have some lunch? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. There we go, there we go. Okay. Now we can see. Yeah. Oh, Chicharella.
It's not all right. She's a maniac when it comes to moving. And I am public enemy number 1.
I am not a maniac, and you are not the enemy. Why don't you just turn the camera so I can't even be in?
This is all me. This is all CR time right here.
Okay, fine, bye.
All right, let's have a little chat real quick. I understand that we're a little hormonal. We're going through some adoption stuff.
I'm hormonal?
And you look like an angel right now. Look at that light above your head. But she always, when we go through these nesting phases, all right, I just have to smile and nod, because if I ask one question that's out of line, like you'll see me lose limbs, I'll get bruises all of a sudden start showing up.
It. That's not true.
Nope, you're an angel. Oh. Let's talk about how good this beard is coming in too, babe. Look at this thing.
Can we talk about how you're gonna move this stuff out of here right now?
Exhibit A. Exhibit A.
Into the car on a Friday night, I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it and the night is young.
All right, so it is a bit of a disaster in here, but this is what we did in here. We ended up just going with a like a queen bed because the babies are used to sharing a bed with us, so they're used to being in a bed and they're used to sleeping together. So we figured that when we are ready to like transition them out of our bed, we'll transition them into sleeping in here together, and this also gives us a guest bed and all that in the meantime, you know, without knowing like when we're going to add another child. We're not like in a super rush to transition them out of our room. But yeah, so I found this blanket at Target. I thought it was super cute and goes really well with their rug and everything that's in here, and this is much more functional for our family than having cribs that we don't really use. So like when Grandnana comes, she could stay in here, something like that in the meantime. I don't know, but it feels right. I feel good about it. It feels right. And I like that we didn't have to really move anything on the walls, because I'm gonna get like some kind of something to hang in between there, like a, what are those things, like little dangly rug thing, you know what I'm talking about? What are those called? Like the wall things. You guys know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna get something like that for right there. But then it's like their little dream catchers can stay and their names can stay, and we'll just put a little something right there, and voila, you know? I moved the pink chair to Rosie's room because I think she'll get more use out of it than they will, and it matches in her room. And I put this mirror over here, which I might move. This will probably go, I mean, this is a mess. Just don't look at any of that. Just look at this, which is not totally made, looks great, but whatever, you get it. All right, guys, so, you know, I told you that this whole journey was just gonna be kind of like crazy and sometimes last minute and sometimes, I don't know. I'm a ball of nerves right now. It is, what's today? It's Monday, August 5th. And we just got an email a little while ago basically saying we need to know within the next 45 minutes if you want to present, the baby is here. And then it went through like all the like social medical information and everything for the mama, and we had to make a decision if we wanted to present. The baby's already born, so if she picks us, then we will, I will have to like get on a plane today or get in the car and drive. It is a drivable distance from our house, but I just don't know. We have a flat tire on one of our cars, so I couldn't really take that car, and I can't take the big fan. Like, we're trying to figure out. So it's like this weird place of like, again, we feel like it's not necessarily likely that she's going to choose us. And so it's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, should I be rushing around here right now getting ready? Because even the last situation that we told you guys about that was like this, we would have had like a day, you know, the baby wasn't being born for 2 more days. This situation, the baby is already born. Baby is here. So also there's a lot of unknowns with the health of the baby. We won't know anything more unless she chooses us. But it's kind of one of those situations where like we personally are just choosing to pray really hard right now for this baby and for the mama. There's a lot of unknowns and scary things and sad things, and I just, you know, they're both in my prayers right now as she's trying to make this really tough decision, and this baby is, I'm guessing, probably in the NICU, you know, trying to be strong and healthy. So there's just a lot of things at play, and this is obviously like what we signed up for, but it's still just kind of crazy. So that's where we're at right now. But I'm not gonna get ahead of myself, because otherwise I'll get myself all worked up, and then I'm already all worked up. That'd be a lie if I said I wasn't already all worked up. I am already all worked up. Anyways, so I just wanted to update you guys just in case. I mean, this all, it goes through like if she were to choose us, then it'd be a lot to do today.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action.